have been told I talk to myself way too much. So I'm going to do so here. And if you have a problem with it, this is my salute. The one finger salute. It's been my salute. It's been my kids' salute to me and other people. And if anybody has a problem with it, hard left. I don't need it. And much love. See you later. But I've come up with a lot of things over the last 6 months. I've been separated from my husband. And one is that I'm a lot happier. I may be a lot broker, but I'm a lot happier. And I'm living with my parents. I'm back in a hometown I don't really care for that much. I was judged highly here, mainly because of my dad's job as a police officer. And quite frankly, they thought I was a snitch. What they didn't know is I was probably just as bad as them on the inside. But they didn't give me a chance to know me. A lot of people gave me a very short window and judged me for who I am and who I became. And I really do not care. Freedom is one thing. Freedom of speech is another. But here in the hometown that I'm from, freedom of speech doesn't exist. As a matter of fact, I really don't think it exists anywhere. We get judged by everything we say and everything we do. You have the freedom to be who you want to be. That's a lie. It's a lie. It's a complete lie. There's cigarettes, and thank you, Cheyenne. But no, I'm not a paid spokesperson, but I'll put it out there. The cheapest thing I can smoke right now. I have been separated from my husband for 6 months. Physically. I've been separated from him since August 26th, 2021. Nope. August 26th, 2019. I left. There's another thing. You may hear other voices pop out of me, and I really don't care. If you have an option, it's a hard left. That's your option. I'll explain later why, but I'm not going to do that right now. I have a habit of sounding like a girl or a guy. But it's really not my choice. But like I said, if you have a problem with it, hard left. And this little window is mine. If you don't like what you see, hard left. If you don't like what you hear, hard left. That's all I gotta say. Now, you may hear my parents bitch at me. This is kind of for them too. They don't realize how judgmental they have actually turned. They told me to go back to my husband. An abusive husband of 22 years. Now, a lot of people find abuse in different ways. Some are abused physically. Some are abused mentally. Some people are abused emotionally. And some are abused financially. Now you want to know what financial abuse is on a spouse. That's where you hold the bank account and you refuse an allowance to your wife, or you refuse to give her access to that account, or we tell her she needs to make her own money. that what you make is yours. That's any spouse who is financially dependent on another spouse. Now, why is that important? Because you got spouses who can't work because they're either emotionally going through something or they're mentally going through something, or they are physically going through something. And I'm guessing you're going to ask now, what's the physically going through something? Because most people are pretty coherent. That's when you fall into a creek, and your family does nothing to help you after that. That's when you're in a car accident, and your family does nothing to help you after that. That's when you are, let's just say, stricken with cancer, and your family does nothing to help you after that. Or fibromyalgia, or spinal stenosis, carpal tunnel syndrome, post-concussion syndrome. There are a lot of things that can make you financially dependent. On another human being. And why is that important? Because there are a lot of things going around right now, like COVID. And a lot of people are financially dependent on, right now, the government. For no reason. I haven't gotten a stimulus check because I need to file 2 zero tax returns. But to file those 0 tax returns, I gotta have money. I need to file 2019 and 2020. But I have to have $300 to file that damn tax return. After that, I can get a stimulus check. But the thing is why do I have to file 0 tax returns in the first place? You didn't get an I-9, you didn't get a W-2, you didn't get a 1099 from me, you didn't get a W-2G, nothing. Not from me. So why do I have to file? Because it's the law. It's the law. But for whose benefit? If I wanted to depend on the government for a stimulus check, I would have filed. But I am one who would prefer working. But right now I can't. The fall in the creek gave me a concussion. And quite frankly, that concussion, I still suffer from the headaches. They come and go. The body pain is immense at times. But I look at the alternative. I could have died permanently. But instead, I'm still walking. It's painful, but I walk. I can drive, but I need tags on my car. See, with the car accident I was in October 11th, 2019, a woman hit me. And I got the money. And I have a brand new car. Well, not brand new. But the car that I have, I'm about to sell because the people who sold it to me, they didn't take out the sales tax. So that left me with an $18,000 car, which is not bad for the car that I've got. It's a 2015 Nissan Pathfinder Platinum 4-wheel drive. And it's probably worth $24,000 because they screwed up and put that it was an S series. So I made out in the deal, but I didn't. So for 6 months, since October 20th, I've been on temporary tags. And I got 2 tickets. One in Fort Myers and one in Punta Gorda, Florida. And I need to pay those. And I'm well aware of it. But in the meantime, while I sit here and try to figure out my life, I'm trying the best I can. 1, to stay sane. 2, to understand what's going on with me right now. And 3, try to figure out why God put me at the beginning. Did he start off with Adam and Eve all over again? Sometimes it's hard to explain. And sometimes it's not worth explaining. Sometimes you have to go back to the beginning to find the way to the end. And sometimes the end's right around the corner. There are a lot of songs I'll reference. And I think all I have to do is give you the song title and the band. But I'm not going to do that yet. If I post this at all, I am going to make sure that I put in the comment section or in the description where or what song that I'm referencing. I usually channel through music, and this is a channeled message. And if you don't know what a channeled message is, it's where you get spiritual messages that pop right out of your mouth. Normally not in your own voice. And I kind of like it that way, because I get to hear people from my past and my present and sometimes my future. But I'm okay with that, because that's what makes me me. And sometimes those voices comfort me, because there's one in particular in there that I'd absolutely love to hear every day when I wake up. My parents get on to me because I talk to myself, but they don't understand that I'm a vlogger. And that's what a vlogger does, is talk to themselves. They're informational, regardless if the information is pertinent to them. It's important to me. And they should understand that. Because in the end, I'm me. And I'm me. And I'm me. And no matter where I go, I'll always be me and do me. And it's hard to say, because I've never really said it before. But I love me. And I love who I've become. And I love the fact that tomorrow I'm still going to be me. And I'm still going to do me. And I'm still going to be by myself. But I really don't care. because I'm still going to be me.